Right, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my Project Pan updates. This is my 11th one, so we are closing in on a year doing this project, which I think is pretty awesome. I have been really enjoying doing this project actually. It's so nice, like it kind of really focuses in on my products that I already own and like how long it actually takes me to use products. I found I'm quite a light-handed user, so it takes me a long time to get through a lot of products. So I find that quite interesting because I compare like certain items to other people who panned it and mine is much more slower. So that's just something that I've noticed. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into my update. My hair is very messy. Let me just do that so I can hide the messiness. So this is the first item. As you can tell, we have got the Colour Institute palette. This was in my original 10, the final item that's in my original 10 in this project. And my goal for this is to hit pan on 4 new shades. So obviously a few months ago I hit pan on this shade, and so I decided that I would work on this shade, and this shade to try and hit pan on. So this last month I only really focused on this shade up here. So the pan has got a little bit deeper, but I have only used it 6 times in this last month. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely getting closer. Like it wouldn't surprise me if next month I did hit pan on it. Because it is quite a sizable dip now, and if I remember when I panned this shade up here, then that's what happens. So yeah, unfortunately not finished yet. You'll know that actually I'll have finished this or reached my goal with this when you see the word finale on here, because that's when I'm going to do a refresh once I finish my original 10 items, and that's the final one. So there we go. Okay, so next we have got this. This is my Maybelline Blush Nudes palette, and the shadow I had rolled in is the 10th one in, which is this grey shade here. And as you can probably tell, or maybe not, but the dip has definitely got a lot more defined and deeper. So I've used this also only 6 times this last month, but yeah, very happy with that progress. Again, I'm watching someone pan this on Reddit. The focus takes a long time to refocus. So yeah, I'm watching someone pan this on Reddit currently, and I am so much slower at panning this than they are with theirs, so that's a little bit annoying that I'm taking so long. But I do feel like I'm definitely getting closer. It's just taking me a long time to get there. Anyway, that gives me a total of 36 times, by the way, using that in this project, which is awesome, I think. Okay, next up we've got this. This is my Intimately Beckham Body Silk Lotion. Again, I can see through the lighting that it's about here, which roughly translates to where the gold line marking is here still. So again, it doesn't look like it's actually gone down, but it has. I have been using it. I used it 6 times this last month, so it's still coming out. I do just think it's stuck to the sides just here. So I won't actually see any notice until I like open it and take it out. But so far it's still coming out of the bottle, so I don't feel like I need to cut it open to get the last pieces out just yet. But yeah, that's 32 times in this project thus far. So then I also rolled in, so then we've got this. This is my Cremated palette. And the shadow I rolled in is the RIP shade, which is this shade here. This shade, oh, here. So you'll be able to see that it does have like a defined corner that I have been panning, and that is because I mainly use this as an eyeliner. So I'm using like, ooh, where is it? So I'm mainly using like an angled brush like this to use this with. So that's why it's very in that corner. But yeah, not hit pan on this yet. I used this again 6 times this last month, which adds up to a total of 30 times in this project. I've had this in since August, by the way, which is nuts. Okay, then we have got this palette. You guys may recognise this because this is a lot of products. Was that the wind? You may recognise this because this is in a lot of my projects currently. This is my Lorac Beginner's Collection palette. It's got 120 eyeshadows in it, which is nuts. So it's not the first palette, so I'm going to discard that one. It is in fact the second one. And the shade I had rolled into this project is this shade here, and you can see I have hit pan. So it took me 39 times, 16 times this last month, and by George, we have hit pan. Oh, I can't. There we go. So yeah, we're really happy that I've hit pan on this one now. So now this is getting like a couple of more pans in it now, because we've got a pan up there, there and there. So I'm liking that this is actually looking a lot more used now. So yeah, the focus is so bad on the camera. So yes, excitingly, we will be rolling this out today. Though I'm still going to be working on it in different projects though. So yeah, I'm very happy that I'm finished with this. So yes, we are definitely going to be rolling this out of this project. But equally, it's still in my other projects, so you'll probably still see it in a lot of places. And it won't surprise me if I roll it in again with a different shade. But yes, so then next we have this. This is my Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And the shadow that I rolled into this is Vermeer, which is the shade up at the top. And yeah, not hit pan on this yet. I do feel like it just looks like there's more disturbance on it. There is a dip actually happening now as well, which is awesome. But again, not hit pan on it yet. So yeah, people keep on saying that these are really easy to pan, but for me, they seem to take forever to pan. But anyway, I used this again 6 times this last month to add up to a total of 22 times. So slow mover, slow burner. Then in December I rolled in this. This is my Nars multiple blush in the shade Orgasm. So obviously I had the powder version of this in originally, and this is the progress. So I don't think it actually looks that much different, but I like how little there is left in here. I used this 25 times this last month, so pretty much every single time I wore makeup, give or take a few days, and that adds up to a total of 28 times. So yeah, I have definitely, obviously now that I removed the powdered blush from my project pan, I'm focusing on this one a lot more, which I'm very, very happy with. So yeah, we're just going to see how much of this I can use up before the end of this project. Okay, then last month we rolled in 3 new items. So this is my Super Shock Cheek Highlighter Monster by Colourpop, which is this shade here, and as you can see it's not hit pan on it. I used this 10 times this last month. I really like this stuff, by the way. It's so like natural. It's got like such a nice sheen to it. It's so light and like natural, I guess. I think I already said that, but yeah, I really like this stuff actually. So yeah, there's that one. Then for this, we've got my Belgian Waffle palette by BH Cosmetics. I didn't have a shade selected for this. I just decided to roll in the palette and use it as much as I could. So I've used it 11 times this last month, so I've got some good usage out of all the shades. I'd say this shade down here is my least used one because it is a very dark highlighter shade for myself, so yeah, but either way I still really like this palette, to be honest. So I don't really have a goal set for this, it's just to use it, and yeah, doing quite well there. And then finally we rolled in this is my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Fair 1. And I used this 8 times, which I think is amazing. As always, I can't really tell how much usage is left in here or anything. I don't weigh my products, but yeah, equally quite happy that we have kind of got this far. I'm quite happy with the fact that I've used it 8 times this last month. Okay, and then finally, so those were obviously my 10 items. So each month also alongside those, I roll in either a single eyeshadow, a collection of singles, or a palette. And last month I had this rolled in, which is my Revolution Ultra Professional Eyeshadow Flawless Matte. And okay, so this is currently in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, which I'm doing on my panning Instagram account. I'm not doing Pan Those Eyeshadows on YouTube, but I'm doing it on the Instagram. I think it should be linked in my description if it's not already. And so the only shade I focused on is in fact this shade here. I completely forgot that this was my focus palette for this month until probably like a week before filming this. So yeah, what I have decided to do is I am going to add it back into the wheel and have it be re-rolled again in the future. I've also decided that I can't roll in an item that I know I probably won't reach to every single day. So if it's something in my Pan Those Eyeshadows or like my project pan or, you know, something like that, maybe, I should know. So I've also decided that I will re-roll if it falls. So I've also decided because of this that I'm going to re-roll if I think the product that it comes up with I will struggle using that month. So there we go. So yeah, unfortunately this did not have as much use, but I am going to just allow myself to reuse it again in the future. So with that being said, now it's the exciting part of re-rolling in. So now that's done, now it is the exciting part of rolling in a new item. This is my favourite part of doing these. This is one of the reasons why I love to do this project. So, because I have actually just received some new nail polishes, my numbers have gone up a little bit, so it's now 1 to 924. So I'm just going to clear it. So firstly, ignore that number that you see on the screen. We're going to just roll in a new number. 417. That's going to be an eyeshadow. Okay. You know what I just said about me potentially re-rolling this in? It's this palette again. It's this palette, okay. Oh no, is it really? Let's see which shade it is first. It's in the first palette. Okay, so it's number 51, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. It's this shadow down here. The one right at the corner. So it's the green shade right in the corner. Right in the corner down there. Okay. I'm so bored of using this palette in so many projects. I'm actually going to re-roll because I have had a little bit of a I'm actually going to re-roll because I want to use something else in my collection than my Lorac palette. I knew it would happen. There are 120 eyeshadows in here, so it doesn't surprise me that it rolled in, but at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to work on something a little bit different. So let's try again. 333. There's also an eyeshadow. Okay, this is actually a powdered eyeshadow, which, yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Okay, we will let that, I'll pick it up in a second. What I'm going to do as well, just before I bring that item in, I'm going to spin the wheel for my focus palette for this month. So, let's see what this one's going to be. Are you joking me? Oh my god, it really wants me to work on my Lorac palette. Okay, I'm going to re-roll again, because that was this palette again. So let's try again. What is that? Pop Beauty Champagne Mocha. Oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. I can work on that one. Alright, let me go and get my 2 items and I'll be right back. Okay, that one. Okay. So, the eyeshadow I rolled into my main project pan is this. It's my mask powdered eyeshadow in the shade. Oh, it really is. Looks like this. It is my powdered eyeshadow in the shade Vanilla Frosting. This is actually currently in my project A to Z, and I'm actually very happy to have this rolled into for this month, because then I can use it how many times do I need to use it? I need to use it so this is currently in my project A to Z, and I actually need to use it 24 times before I can roll it out. So if I can use this 24 times this month, that will be golden. So yeah, that is my goal. I think I want to use it at least 10 times, but 24 times would be amazing. That'd probably be pretty much every single time I wear makeup in the month of March. So I think that'd probably be pretty much every single day I wear makeup if I wore it 24 times. But yeah, I'm actually very happy to have this rolled in. It's definitely not going to be a pan goal, but a usage goal, which I'm okay with. Okay, and my focus palette that I'm going to work on alongside my project pan items for this month is going to be this. It is my little trio. It is my Bright Up Your Life eyeshadow trio Champagne Mocha by Pop Beauty. I think this was by a beauty box. I can't remember what beauty box it was though. But these are the shades. So there's only 3 of them, obviously. Which I think I could probably... So these are the 3 shades, which I think I could easily bring into my everyday look. For this, I kind of just want to reach for it. Maybe like 5 times in each shade. That's doable. And there we go. That is my update for you guys on my project pan. I am excited for this next month. Do I think I'll roll something out within the next month? I want to say yes, but at the same time, I'm not really too sure if I will. But only time will tell. So, with that being said, I shall see you guys next week for my next video. Bye guys.